Oh, was Eileen?
Yeah, I just came back from a tab and all of a sudden Eileen's gone.
Okay. Well, welcome everybody to Supernatural Talk. We did have all.
Oh, wait. Here she is.
I'm here.
What happened to you?
I don't know. It was like all of a sudden I was there, then all of a sudden I wasn't, so I had to log back in. I told you it's been spotty here.
Oh, it's on.
Yeah.
Oh, Brad's here.
Welcome to another edition of Supernatural Talk, where we actually have all four of our hosts on time.
I was here.
You know what? Brad has something to say about that for Adrian.
Yeah, but Adrian has a good excuse, though. Nick, on the other hand.
That's called work. Work.
Yeah. So tonight we have Ed Odell. Is it Odell?
It is Odell. Yes, sir.
As our special guest this week, and we are actually interrupting him at work.
Oh,
Not interrupting me. I'm having fun. However, if a customer comes, I shall return. But we're good.
We don't know you. We never seen you before if a customer comes. How's that?
That's right. You never seen the license. You don't know where I am on Facebook. Sounds good to me.
There you go.
Plausible deniability.
I've been hearing that a lot today for some reason.
It's
So
a
how
good
do you
word.
Tonight, Ed.
There's Mama Susan. She is the program director for our network. Hello. And Rhonda, my
Hello.
host right there, Rhonda Harris Dowdy on the Orion Effect. Yeah, my partner in crime.
I am still working on sharing this out to our various group pages.
so Ed, tell us what you do because I am completely lost right now.
Well, that's
Woo!
normal. Go ahead, Ed.
Shut
Tell us
up.
what you do.
Shut up. I'm going to mute your ass.
I like her. She needs to work both networks. She needs to come to mine. Susan, we're hiring somebody new. Where do I start? I am, by technical terminology, a paralogian. I was named by that by Kevin Malick. That is just someone that's like a theologian, but I'm paralogian. I deal with both all forms of the paranormal, supernatural, and spiritual. I deal with all the levels. I'm working on my demonology now. But in theory and in sight experience, I have my own paranormal team here in Richmond, Virginia. It's called ASP, or All Seeing Paranormal Society. I started the Rift Nation in 2017. So it's an amazing group. We've been going strong, and I love doing the show. My show is the Orion Effect on Sunday nights at 7 p.m. It's on the Restream platform. All of our shows are on Restream. And you can find us actually at the Rift Network. If that's correct, Susan, don't beat me for this. But we do have a website as well that's being developed and in progress. And we're also can be found on Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, and somewhere else. Susan, help.
You are on your own.
I know, right? That's what they're saying. They kicked me out of the nest and go, let Howie talk. If he gets us in trouble, we'll fix it. I'm like, no. But yeah, they let me out of the cage. So I've been in the
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
had to look it up. I knew I'd seen it before when you said the RIP Network.
Yes,
Well,
ma'am.
I would definitely get this network added to our website. I've got a thing here for Things Family where we promote a whole bunch of different things, and I'll definitely put that under the networks side of it.
Touch base with Susan Swanbeck. She can help you with that. She's my go-to techie woman. She's helped me rebuild the network from, we started as the Rift Radio. Then we went from Rift Network. Now we're Rift Nation because we feel that we are helping everybody. That's our main cause. That's the only reason why we do our shows. Mentor, help, explain, and we really need that in today's society. So that's why we're slowly building the network in a certain format. So
Yeah.
absolutely.
And I'm actually working a case with somebody right now, and your name was recommended.
He's like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's why I was like, wait a minute, tell me what you do, because
Yes, ma'am. I do a little bit of everything. I'm like the Mad Hatter of the paranormal.
I couldn't see that one bit. That surprises me.
Yeah, I'm just not wearing my hat.
No,
tonight.
it's true that I see that completely. All you need is the hat right now.
Oh,
I
I
did.
was being facetious.
It's at home. It really, literally is at home.
All right, so let's get this.
what is it?
Jeff,
name?
it's called-
What's name?
I think he's
Me,
asking about the
Jeff?
network.
What's going on, Jeff? I haven't seen you in forever. The network now is called the Rift Nation.
Yeah, here you go. But Jeremy just
There you
put
go.
in.
Thank you.
That made it easier.
Yes, ma'am.
It's only showing up on 3 of our destinations.
I don't know why it's doing that.
Oh, Jeff,
Because certain
Oh,
places
the
allow it.
he's talking about the cat.
it's
That's-
Ziva. This is our Queen Bee, Ziva. She makes her
Ziva.
appearances.
Well, we have a new queen bee around here.
Well, baby, you've always been the biggest Queen Bee, but
Hey, where's Abby? Oh, I hear her. Never mind. Yeah, bring her. Summon that thing.
Oh,
Summon it.
jeez, Abby.
No go. My dog's out there. My 3 cats are in here.
Hello there, Derek Diggler Elliott Jr.
Sean. That is.
Oh, you know what this is?
That,
Hey,
that is
sweetie.
Sean. That's
Oh,
Sean Elliott from.
wait, what did you
Hill
do?
City
Put rocks
Paranormal.
in your pockets?
Sweetie.
And Brad, don't even start.
Yeah, that's Eileen. Remember Nick?
No.
Remember Jeremy? Yeah.
Hey, sweetie pie.
What's going on,
And no,
Abby?
Mustafa is not coming on.
No, not Mustafa tonight. Your boyfriend stayed at home.
Oh,
Yep, I
damn it,
got-
Eileen.
Suck these munchkins for a while, and I'm going to tell you right now, I forgot what it's like to have to take care of yourself, attempt to clean house, and I mean attempt, and then this.
Preparedness.
Oh, we got a Facebook user here. Who is this, Jeremy?
What are you doing?
It's on the right page.
Howdy
You
ho.
just did your thing. Yep.
That could be the travel.
Just like wonder what he would look like with a wig. I think he's referring to you, Howie.
Yeah,
I
no.
hope so.
I've got a couple pictures. It's pretty funny.
Oh,
See, now
What's
we're
up,
in
Tom?
sharing mood. So you got to share.
Oh, I've done a couple of things. Howdy ho. For the card festival, I actually wore one of the royal black wigs. I've actually dressed up like, okay, so there was a time that a friend of mine and I went to McDonald's.
Oh, it's Rebecca.
Oh, is it my Rebecca
Oh,
or
Rebecca.
another Rebecca?
Hi, Becca.
Is it my
Yeah.
Rebecca?
We went to McDonald's, and at the time we were doing the whole Axel Slash thing. So he was bigger, and I did the whole Axel thing, and that's when I had that shaving thing and all that. I had red, and yeah, I've done it a couple crazy things around Richmond. I've done not so good things.
Those are the moments you want to have the wig on.
This is correct. Yes, yes, ma'am. This is true.
Hey, you know what they say? You know what they say? I mean, even if it's not the right thing, it's like sometimes you don't realize how much you love it until that time has passed. So doing
Right.
something like that isn't even the worst thing that you could do.
No, it's you got a good point, because I've thought, maybe it's time for me to retire and just get away from the social media and do everything. And every time I get in there, I hear that little voice going, you're too narcissistic. You need this. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Okay. So, I told you I'm not well liked sometimes, and that's okay. I said, when I walk in, hell.
I don't know if we can really even give it a name. You just walk
Welcome to our Thunderer Fund.
No retirement for you, sir.
Yeah, I know, Sean. I know. We got things to do.
We do.
He's my other partner.
hotel.
I've been called that.
Depending what? Wow. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Up until Wednesday?
I don't know how that's possible, but I don't know.
You're not expecting that bad of weather, are you, Nick?
No, because it's supposed to happen tomorrow night.
Yeah, same
I don't know
here.
how he's off till Wednesday.
Bad enough to where Tom has to be off work for the next 5 days, 6 days, week.
Still waiting
I
here.
wouldn't have the slightest clue. As far as I know, I'm going to work those couple days. I mean, except Monday, because I'm usually off on Monday.
I'll call you tomorrow night, Sean.
If that was Rebecca Martin and also Lindy, how's the weather affecting y'all coming up since y'all are both ends of the state?
Hold on, Tuesday. Cindy, every Friday on the Unholy Trinity. Jeez.
I'm not going to comment on that.
No way. No, I'm not doing that either.
Beelzebub, demigod of the spice rack.
What the hell is Jeff talking about? The monkeys? What?
About the monkey.
Hey, we're the monkeys.
Oh,
We like
yeah.
to fool around.
I was thinking. I remember.
I
the
think
TV
my age
show.
just really
It's like
showed I'm not
they
that
have-
old.
It's-
I saw reruns.
I am.
I think it was reruns. If not, we'll say it was reruns.
That'll work.
This comment, not that one. This comment right
Sometimes.
here.
That's what I showed.
Yeah. So I can see this in two different ways. First, I see him talking about the band, the Monkeys, the wigs, and all of that. At the same time, I'm also seeing this as a typo, and he's really saying just like the monkeys, they had wings. The flying monkeys from yes.
Yeah.
So
Anything
Yeah, there you
else?
go. What Susan just said. The flying monkeys from Oz.
So
Well, it
I
could be-
feel either way with that comment.
It could be monkeys at typewriters with wigs and wings. Who knows? Flying monkeys and typewriters. Gotta love it.
You know, funny, since we brought up the monkeys, like the actual band, I've actually seen Davy Jones back.
It was good.
Like, yeah, he had a special music appearance at a festival like 20 years ago, and we saw him. So it's the only guy out of the entire band we saw.
Isn't he the only one living? I'm just saying.
No, no way. He died like over a decade ago, like 2012. He
It was a
passed
thought.
away.
We've got the poster, and I think it's the monkeys. I'll have to look, but we got the poster, and it's like one of those stickers that you used to move, and they like move.
Holographic ones.
Yeah, it was really cute.
It is true, Joe. They said that actually the other night too. We were supposed to get like a big snow like 2 nights ago, and that never even happened.
I got the notification
We did.
for your area today around noon.
I mean, it did snow, but it wasn't like heavy or anything like that. It was just I mean, it was
Everyday
snowing.
snow.
No, I mean, it was basically snow and rain that we got, sleet.
We got some coming tomorrow too.
That's why I love the Mediterranean state. We only get a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Welcome to Virginia. You sneeze and the weather will change. We have nothing to worry about unless it comes from the south. And then
Our
Virginia's a
weather goes-
Mediterranean state.
Our weather's like this: hot, 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 steaming, 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 hot, steaming, steaming, cold.
right, we're right between everybody. We're like right here. Y'all are down here. We're here. Everybody else is up here. We're like, we don't get anything. And then when we do get some,
That dropped down so fast that we almost lost Eileen again.
Listen, Christy's here. It's cold.
Hi, sister.
Tuesday we did get snow here, and it was heavy snow. Roads were bad, everything. And then it started raining at about 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. And then by 4:30, everything was gone.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it's ice.
It was a weird day.
Can Ohio have your weather?
Have at it.
Just
We'll
two
share,
states away.
right?
Now, Ed, I would figure since you're so close to the ocean, you might be getting an ocean effect like Nick gets the lake effect.
No, what happens here in Virginia is it's kind of like the bowl effect. We are surrounded by mountains. So from the north all the way around down to the south, it's just one land of Appalachian mountains. We only get bad weather if it comes from the south. And what happens is when it comes up from the south, no pun, I'm trying to be good about this. When it comes up from the south, what happens, then the seawater plays effect, and then what it does, it'll spin around us. That's when we get nailed because the mountains trap it. Other than that, the mountains keep all that bad weather from central Virginia, so we don't hardly ever get anything.
I have
So
so much I could say on that, but I'm
I-
being nice because I don't know.
that's why I said I've got to be careful what I say.
I so had somewhere I could go with that.
The south thing,
Okay,
right?
okay. I can't let this go. Brad, are you drunk?
Oh,
The
this right
hell's
here?
going on with your
He has to
spelling?
be because I'm
Yeah.
on.
You live where?
Indians is
Well,
Indies.
But the thing is,
You live
Brad is
where?
not wrong.
Indeed.
There have been multiple times where we've experienced all 4 seasons in one day.
We
I
don't
How
have
do
read
you
you
know
bet-
if he's wrong? or not?
Irene,
He
you
can't
better
even tell
behave.
me
You better behave what Chrissy just said.
Well, I've been busy, but I have not talked to Chrissy. And what has it been, girl? Like I know several weeks.
Listen,
Oh,
you need to
oh.
talk to her more.
Indiana. Okay.
Sure,
Okay.
communicate. Love
As long
Indians.
as you know
or
you're safe.
Indiana.
Okay. We'll have to have your wife come over there and type that for you.
She's up in Massachusetts. Okay. Yeah, Susan gets a lot too. She's up in Massachusetts.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, see
yeah,
now
yeah.
I have a totally different name for that too.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I didn't know
Hey,
that.
you got a trunk of names, don't you?
Oh, God. Don't even start.
See, this
I like
one down
y'all.
here
Oh, God.
next to me
Oh,
is
no.
Illinois,
No. No.
and Susan is Massachusetts.
Eileen has a name for every state.
Do you even have one for your own, Eileen, for Mississippi?
No, we too stupid for that.
MISSISS.
Wait, what was it? I can't remember it.
Hey, the Listen Queen is on your side this time.
Does he have a favorite color?
Who?
Which one of us?
I can say right
you.
now, I can already answer it. Dude, I don't have a favorite color other than black, but I don't really
pink.
have a favorite color.
Mine's blue.
If you're talking about me, I'm all red and black attack. That's what it is.
Mine is purple then green.
Oh, it's Brad. That's for Brad, I guess.
I hope not together, Eileen.
What the
Ooh,
hell?
Brad, what's your
Yeah, that's what I did.
Satan's ass? Okay.
I don't even think I want to comment on that one.
I know. I read.
Yeah.
I stopped that.
That
I'm
is-
not going to comment on that one.
Although I will say that is something I'm surprised Eileen won't answer to, since she's right next to Alabama.
Hey, the only thing worse than Alabama, only thing better than Alabama is Arkansas, and that's because Arkansas keeps us from being the 50th.
Wait, what?
Nothing. It's like
Brad,
Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, right here. Alabama, Mississippi fight together.
Illinois.
All I know is that you got the butt end of Mississippi and the butt end of Alabama right up against each other.
well, it kind of makes sense because
Okay, who's Facebook user?
who is
It's
this
a
space?
Emma.
sun.
Well, if you
That,
think about it too, I mean, Alabama and Mississippi, they do have kind of a similar shape look to it on the map.
Just flip it.
Yeah.
is David Wismer.
Dave Wismer. Hey, Dave.
Dave. Hey, Dave.
Dave, why are you not showing
Go
up?
Razorbacks. Okay. Everybody's going to go, thought we were talking about paranormal. Hey, the weather is paranormal right now. We're good to go.
Exactly.
I can certainly see
I
it
think
times.
it's, what is it? Oh, man. My brain just went, boop.
Jeff's sister
That's
lives in
my
Little Rock.
compliments.
Oh.
Okay, sit tight, folks.
What?
That's how he lost his hair.
No, that's back here. No, I was trying to remember the weather project, and I went to say it and just went whoop. And I was like, old age kicked in. Damn it! Not CERN. Oh, come on, somebody out there help me. Y'all know this. It's the project that said does not exist to control the weather. Oh my God, I had a joke for
It
it.
is.
Oh, there you go, Dave. Now we can see you. Jeff's
Murder.
also saying only thing in Alabama is a lot of elephants.
Heard of it.
Dude, are you on acid?
Yeah, really.
What? Wait, what?
He says only thing in Alabama is a lot of elephants.
Okay, I've never known him to be an idiot. Okay, let's
They roll.
okay. I was gonna say that.
Well,
Come on,
I
there's
knew he
something
was going with
behind that.
All right.
I'll be right back.
After this.
We need to fall out of the chair going.
What would be cool, Ed? You know,
Listen,
talk
see if we hear him fall.
weather. Do you know the movie Geostorm?
No, I have not watched that.
It is such a good show, and it has to do with controlling the weather. The first 5 minutes is talks about this whole summer where Mother Nature has gone ballistic all over the world, and they created this net around the globe where if something bad is about to happen, they can do something to stop it from happening. And we're talking catastrophic weather.
Okay.
Something happened to the earth, and catastrophic weather is going all over the place, and then somebody is messing with it and causing like big blizzard in LA or like 400 below zero temperature in Egypt, things like that.
Well, you know,
Okay.
we're not so far from that.
It's a really fun show to watch. It's called Geostorm.
Nope, Jeff. Not with
Ah, yep. He said, yeah. Brad said Geostorm. David, put David's comment up there. David, dude. I'm running on hardly any sleep, dude. Nope, not that one. The other one.
Not that one?
I'm about to say, what's
One
that?
up top.
I was trying to figure out what you were talking about on that.
David, honey. All weathermen are men. They lie
Oh,
to
really?
us
You guys,
about
you, Dave?
all of that. Yeah, they're used to lying to us about inches. Come on. You're not going to get
Yeah.
shit.
Okay.
I'm about to say, that's a
Got
man
it.
thing, law by inches.
You know, I'm going to defend her. It depends on where you measure. If it's down for blow or from the tip. Who knows?
That's
The
true.
Ohio-
That is true.
The Ohio fans
All
are-
I'm going to say, if we're going to be getting bad weather tomorrow, I just hope it waits until about 3 o'clock tomorrow, because by that point, I will be home and done shopping and done for everything.
Well, that's what I'm hoping too, because obviously I'm working. I
hope
only
so,
work
too.
till 1 o'clock, and the fact that I work at a grocery store, I can do my shopping as soon as I'm off work.
Hey, that's a score. Nobody ever thinks about that.
Robert.
Yeah, that's
It's a
what I'm thinking about, because I have been planning this shopping day for a couple of weeks now. And then I
Hey, Joel.
be getting hammered
If
on
that makes
Friday.
you feel better, honey, that's fine.
Well, up in Canada, they're getting lots of it. Okay, well, I mean, I know Canada gets a good portion of that winter weather, so that's not surprising.
It gets it worse than we
Hey,
do.
Joanne.
But David, we're used to getting lied to. How would we know the difference?
Okay, if you need groceries, Tom, then shop in my store then.
Wow.
Nick, does your store do the shopping for people like Walmart does?
like with an app or something like that, or
Yeah, like
No, like you can text into the store and somebody from the store is assigned to like do the shopping for them and they can come pick it up.
yeah, we do. We have something that's called Click List.
Okay.
Yeah,
There you
Click
go,
List does the Click List does the job.
What,
there you go,
what,
Tom. Put in your order
Night,
and
Jeff.
do shopping for you. Good night.
But I it's not gonna. But
Thanks
it's
for
not
hanging
gonna be
out,
me.
Jeff.
It's not gonna be me doing Click List though, because I
Hey,
work in
Jeff, send me that
produce.
friend list again. I'll pick it back up. I
Is
know
it
you were
like
on
a
my
chain?
Howie profile.
Brad,
do you
Insulation
work at
Factory.
a chain store or is it like a smaller store? Nick.
Me? Oh, me?
Yeah.
Actually, the store that I work at, it's actually the largest one in existence because the store that I work at, and again, I know a lot of you guys don't have these in the state because it's a Chicago-based store. It's called Mariano's, but it is owned by the Kroger company.
How about
which-
second click page Kroger? I'm not gonna say
yeah,
where you
Kroger-
worked.
Yeah, it's owned
But-
by Kroger. It's been like that for a couple years, but the store that I'm at is the largest one, which is about 35,000 square feet.
That's small.
Okay.
Well, it's
See,
small.
it's
but-
even got an S on it without an S. It's Kroger's. Everybody knows it's Kroger's. It's not Kroger.
Yeah,
I
it is
It's Kroger.
Kroger. It is Kroger.
But around here it's got the S on it. You just don't. It just doesn't show it.
you guys always just come up with excuses to add S's on everything. First with Illinois,
It's
now
your
with Kroger.
You're trying to take the S out of everything. Just like
It's just like I'm not going to Walmart.
Kroger's.
I've got to go to the Walmart.
Oh, come on. There's definitely not an S with Walmart.
Wally's World. Wally's World.
Thank you. I thought it was just nothing. Or Wally World.
Tom, I don't have any discounts. That applies for everyone at our store, whether you're an employee or customer. We all have that same discount, but I don't have any additional ones. So sorry. I don't know what he's talking about, honestly.
I remember when I worked at Walmart, we only got a 7% discount. That basically just took the tax away.
Yeah, we don't really
That's
get much. We don't really get much of a discount, although every once in a while we'll have I don't know if any of you guys have ever had this experience where they like take like $100 out and then you can like pay for anything. Like, you know what I mean by that? Or
Yeah.
yeah, they've
Joe.
done that a few times.
There's my other sister.
Oh,
Okay.
yep, now she's showing.
Oh.
Mwah, I need to catch up with you. It's been a minute. Haven't hung out.
Hey, Rebecca, remind Donald he has a show to do Sunday.
It's been a while since I've heard from Donald, actually.
Well, he gets so busy with everything, especially with his karate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I send him the link on Sunday morning, and he's, oh shit, I forgot.
Well, Rebecca, I know you're gonna go see your mom and daddy, and they right down the street. So,
Damn, everybody is off until Wednesday.
Yeah, really. What the hell's going on here?
I'm off till Tuesday.
I'll work
Oh,
tomorrow.
dancing the celery.
I took
Work.
overtime for 2
All the
hours
way
tomorrow.
through.
There you go, Jeremy.
2 hours.
He's at his karate class right now.
Yep, he usually does it about this time. Yeah.
Oh, I got to
If I
do
was
it.
at the
Oh,
gym
okay.
at 4 if I was at the gym at 4:30 in the morning at my job, does that consider being on at work?
Maybe.
Ed, let's get back to you.
Hi.
So you've told us a bit about your network. Now tell us about your team. What do you guys specialize in anything specific, or are you more of a jacks of all trade?
I would say we're a jack of all trade because I did not want to specialize in one thing. When I put this team together, it's kind of like the all-star team because we have team members from other teams that have come to join us. It's more of a scientific team, but has spiritual in it. Rhonda and a few others are very intuitive and have abilities. But for the most part, we try to stick to our guns on the science. That's where I come in. I've trained everybody to be a specific way. We have to go by it. We don't investigate like everybody either. Our investigation style is different, which I like. We don't put our stuff out there like everybody else does. It's more quiet. We document everything. Everything goes in notebooks, 3-ring binders. We actually document everything we do. I like it that way because we can go back and gather that research and compare that research again to when we return to a location, such as the cabin on 360 in Mechanicsville Turnpike. Oh, I got a customer coming. Damn it!
Oh, you're at work.
No, only when I'm at work. But we come from all over Virginia. Actually, we have a team that's starting in North Carolina as well. So we're looking forward to that. We have a team down in the western part of the state, which is down near St. Albans or Radford and Roanoke area. That's Appalachian part. We're working on a team at Virginia Beach. So we're kind of spreading out, but we're quiet. We're not one of those, look what we found. I mean, you can go to YouTube and see a lot of our stuff that we've captured in the past. If you go to ASPS-Paranormal on YouTube, you can find a lot of our stuff there. But that's in the past. This go around, we chose to do it for ourselves. We're not doing it for everybody. We're not looking for popularity anymore. We've come back to the root, to the ground. It's about us. What are we going to find out? Because the whole premise is, why are we doing this? How are we affecting the spirits? Are the spirits actually the issue and not the homeowner? Or is the homeowner the issue? Businesses, why are we communicating? Why is there cause and effect with the spiritual world to the human world, to the dimension we live in now? So many different things. And that's what this is about now. It's not about going and being seen and who's got the best evidence and all that. We're not like that. I can't stand that. We work a lot with other teams. We take our evidence to those teams outside and go, we found this. Can you compare it? Can you contrast it? Is there a difference? What did you get? That's the good thing about working at the cabin in 360. So many teams come through there. We can now, gather what they captured to what we've seen to our experiences. And man, we have seen a shitload of stuff at the cabin on 360. So, it's really nice. Ryan C. Jones and Dennis Eslock are the curators of the cabin on 360. And that's like our home base right now. But we go all over Virginia. We're kind of sticking into Virginia right now before we spread out to other states. There's so much to find here in Virginia. I mean, Virginia is one of the oldest states, and there's so much per capita to research and investigate. And that's the part I love, the investigative part and the research part. I want to know why. Why are we seeing a spirit? Why are we seeing a floating candle? Why are we feeling this way? Why is there a demon here or daemon? Let's not even go to the D word because that can have so many definitions. I use that on a general term. Please do not say I'm saying there's a lot of demons. No. Maybe 3% of everything you see, maybe. But the one thing about the paranormal is what I've been teaching everybody. We don't know a damn thing about the paranormal. We don't know how many spirits are out there. We don't know how many dimensions. We don't know the velocity. We don't know anything that we all think we do. We don't. We don't know if we're communicating properly. We don't know if it's a proper spirit. We don't know if it's an alien or what type of species we're dealing with. We don't even know if a demon is actually just an alien. Maybe that's it. That's one of the things that people don't think about. You see an alien. Okay, well, maybe some people call that a demon. I see a demon. Maybe I call that an alien. We don't know. The other part is the interesting part is how much of ufology is playing into the paranormal right now. I've been looking at that and really diving deeper into that and going, there's so many connections with ufology and paranormal activity. It's getting stronger. And why is it? Because of technology? Is it because of the stuff we're using? Is it because of the intent? Because we got to remember, we manifest things in a location too. What are we creating? We're so brilliant As humans, we can manifest. So what did we create in that spot? Did we create that damn ghost? It's not even a ghost. It's a manifestation of our own individual power.
Mhm.
Did I just open up that whole can of, hey, welcome to my top hat. Let's go down my hole. Yeah. Welcome to my hole. And this is the shit that rolls around in my head 24/7.
Anything about that. I keep seeing posts about it, but I don't know anything about this.
I don't either. I saw it on TikTok earlier, and I was too busy. I kept on scrolling, and I still.
Yeah, I heard about it the other day.
And you know what's funny? Y'all bring this up. Yeah, down in Florida in that mall. But
Yeah, what's
isn't it
this?
funny
Aliens
how-
in the Miami Mall?
Yeah, and I have no idea what it is.
But people forgot this already happened 6 months ago in Nevada.
Those aliens got there too late for Black Friday.
Yeah, right. Oops, we missed it. Let's start over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it again. Let's get them all scared. Oh, why you put a projector of an image out there? Okay, come on. I mean, could it be? Could it have been? Yeah, I'm not going to deny. Could there have been a dimensional being? There's always an endless amount of possibilities. I'm like Doctor Strange.
What they did during that time frame is kind of odd to come back with. It was kids,
right?
I mean, that was a lot that they did for kids at the mall.
A lot of cops, right? Well, here's the other ironic part. The government, the Florida government, shut the power down. It wasn't something else. That's documented. They shut the power down there.
Mm-hmm.
But people forget to go look at the obvious. What are you trying to pull our attention from? What happened
if you notice, anytime the media, and I'm not trying to get political or anything, but anytime you see the media on a rave about something, pay attention somewhere else.
Thank you. Oh, look, the SR-72 just flew by, but you're paying attention to this little gray bastard sitting on the ground. You know what I'm saying? It's truth. That's how they do it. It's misdirection with information. Not like I know
dress this color or this color all over Facebook, and then this goes on.
Which pill will you want to take? Red or green? Which one? It's life. They have made it this way. They have made social media to the point where we don't know what truth and what is lies. And that's why I love these shows, because we're talking the truth. I don't have a government official behind me going, tell them this or you're not be seen again. Okay, hold on. Sorry, Dad. That might have happened in the past.
It's not behind you. It's in front of you, standing behind the computer screen. I see that.
Yeah, right. Get away, John. But yeah, we don't know. I mean, I will go into politics on one thing. This all would be different if Jesse Ventura was president. I'll leave it at that. Just because of what I've heard him say in the past 10 years. But then again, can he fight all the media? Can he fight all the government black ops? No, he can't. It's the same thing as the paranormal. Everybody, y'all like how I sewed that back in. That's why there'll never be unity in the paranormal. Too many people with different alike opinions. The only people that will be united are the people with the like-minded opinions. Mm-hmm. We see that a lot. And then you have two separations of the paranormal. You have the entertainment side and you have the research side. And in the middle, you have people like us just trying to figure it out. If I had a drop bomb of an F-bomb, I'd drop it right now. Just trying to figure the F out. That's what we're doing.
And that's the thing.
You're nicer than I am, because I walk that thin line between getting kicked off of YouTube and not.
Whoever does not listen.
Think of it this way: you're not the one that keeps getting us kicked off of YouTube.
Better than the men in
beige.
Beige.
I do not.
Men in Beige, love it.
I was going to say that's a new one.
I'll take it for 10.
You are absolutely right, Ed, because a lot of times that disconnect comes in because people want to focus more on the entertainment side because that's going to get them fame and glory and money.
And they think this, but they don't realize there's not as much of this as they think.
No, there's
not. You know
what?
what? I'm going to say it, and there's nothing against anybody here in the state of Virginia or anybody out there in the entertainment field. I know a lot of people out there. And I know a lot of good people and I know a lot of bad people. It's just like me. I always say, I don't always wear a white hat. I'm not always nice. Where I'm at now, it's taken me a long time to get me to not running my mouth and shooting my pistols off. Um, the fact is, there's a lot of ego. There is a lot of narcissism, a lot of manipulation and deceitfulness, a lot of people trying to use other people to get somewhere when you're not going to get anywhere. Just be you. That's why I built my fish tank, the Riff Nation. I built it because it's our place. We speak and we help. Those people that want to come in, great. But we renamed it the Nation because we're growing, we're getting bigger, and we're going to encourage more people, and more people are coming. And that's what we want. That's why we cut it. We want to expand the name, and that way more people. I built the Nation off the biggest entertainment business in the world, the best promoters, wrestling. If I can't promote myself, you're not going to want to watch me. That's why I'm the hitman. I speak the truth. I'm going to tell you as it is. If I don't know it, and if I say something wrong, I'll accept it. I'll eat crow in a heartbeat going, oh, shit, my bad. You know, you're right. But you know what? How many people will do that? It's about stepping. Woo! That's right. It's about stepping up. And that's one of the problems we have. People don't want to take responsibility for their own actions. And it creates its havoc. And then there's other people, again, I go back to saying stepping on people.
Hey,
You know?
Nate, come here, honey. Your mom's on. Let her see you.
How you feeling, Jan?
Sorry,
She
Howie.
just got out.
Oh, it's
got
all
out.
good. I'm not worried. We're good.
There, say hi, Mom. Hi. I'm a little enthused. No, your mom's on.
Hi.
He's been talking to her.
Curb your enthusiasm, young man.
That's a good show.
He was
Paranormal
playing a
enthusiast.
video game.
That's
So
pretty good. I had to say that since you brought it up.
You are absolutely right, Ed. I have seen people use other people for their own gains. People have used me.
Yeah.
I know people have used Adrian, Eileen, Nick. We've all been used at one point or another. I'm sure same case for you.
Oh, yeah, I've definitely been used. And you know what? If I just go out there and say, oh, you used me, abused me, I will say this. I'm not a victim. I don't care. I hope you slip and fell off my back, because when you come back down, I'm not going to be that step.
I just
So
had
simple.
something like that happen to me just like 2 weeks ago with somebody. So I know the feeling.
Yeah.
You know-
You're not going to do that step. That means it's going to be an even harder fall when they land on the next step.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Renee. That's one of my other girls in the network, Renee Cody. Gotta give her prop. She's with Cobra Paranormal. It's true. You know what? There's too much of people talking about people. If we just stop and do like we're all doing right now, come together and talk. Think about how easy this is. There's no ego. Go around the other way. It's the way it is. Guys, can y'all give me just a second? I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Thanks, y'all.
must be a customer.
All right. So in the meantime, I don't think she's gonna have an issue with this, but yeah, Jen did come out of surgery just about 2 hours ago, and it was pretty bad. You know, she's fixed now. She's on the way to recovery, so that's what we want. So yeah.
No weightlifting for the next 8 weeks.
Yeah, so that's why I have Munchkin here. Munchkins. And I've nicknamed her, by the way, Munchkin Butt. She says that's okay. But yeah, so Jen, I'm going to say this to you. I said it at the beginning of the show, and I'm going to say it now. God bless you. I don't know how you're doing it, because I have forgotten how to shower myself, clean up the house, work, and do kids. I love you. You got this, because this house is going to be a damn wreck, and that's okay.
Well, you got kids in the house. It's supposed to be a wreck.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
The house is lived in. I always said my house is lived in. It's not for show. My
yeah,
house.
it really is not for show, but I would like it for, at least a little bit of being able to find something.
Baby, I can't say crap. I've still got boxes everywhere.
No, but I'm going to tell you what.
You barely have a pathway to get from the front door to the back door.
I'm going to tell you what, though. We're doing school. We got school. Nate's doing his own school. He's doing great. We are on week 14 with Avelina. Yes. I can say I did something. I was scared.
Did you do it right?
I don't know. That remains to be seen.
That just goes to show, Adrian, you never know what you are capable of until you actually put your foot forward and do it.
I raised 5 kids at one time. I don't remember how I did it now. I really don't remember.
Just want to just go to this quickly. You know what Robert just said. He's been attempting to do that one-legged cleaning the house, especially the kitchen.
Yeah, and you know what? You're doing awesome, Robert. I've seen your posts.
So have I.
Not commented enough people have, so I stay out of it. But
I always try to make cleaning a game, like put stuff on their feet and make it like they were
That's
like
a duct tape.
slipping, not slip and slide, but sliding around, but they're cleaning and
Hey, Scotty.
trying to make it more of a game.
I don't know if I could.
With her,
Holy cannoli.
Oh my goodness, Amanda! Here, yikes! There's a novel right here.
Get that off.
Yeah, you might.
Oh shit! Damn. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what's going on, but come on.
Damn. Duct tape.
Duct tape.
That's what Chris suggested. Chris suggested a lot of duct tape.
I have not had to duct tape. I'm telling you what, they really, really have been amazing for.
Well, look who your mama is.
This is the first time she's been away from home, and I'm telling you.
So how is she adjusting?
She knew rules. So for any 5-year-old, that's different. That's hard. And not being with me alone, that's hard. But she's gotten to talk to her mama every night, so that's helped.
Here's a
I thought
question.
that might actually hurt.
Jen, how are you adapting?
Oh, she's not. She's not.
I was gonna say when we saw her briefly, I mean, she looks pretty happy on camera.
Who? Abby?
Abby, yeah.
Oh, she is. Oh, she's happy. She's happy. She has her
She's
moments
talking
where
about
she's like,
Jan, not
Oh,
adjusting.
Jan. I'm sorry. Yeah.
no, Jan is having a very hard time away from kids. She
Yeah.
really is. But
Well, this is your first time away from an extended amount of time away from a baby.
yeah, yes, absolutely, and that's the issue.
Yeah.
But
So that's
you get to
normal
go-
for any mother. Well,
oh, absolutely. We get to go to the
let me
hockey
rephrase
game.
it. Normally normal for any mother.
Yeah.
Right. But I do get to take him to a
Oh.
hockey game. Yeah, she did. But
It's
You know,
okay, sweetie.
Hey
if
guys,
this
how long
was
are we
just
on?
Until
for another
9 o'clock.
hour?
Yeah, another
Okay,
hour.
cool. I'll be right back. I just want to check. I'm like, dude, I didn't want to, dish y'all. I'm not dishing. Right back.
Oh, yeah,
fine.
just ditch us.
You're good.
You're good.
Sean, I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm
if she
just-
wasn't in
I'm
the hospital,
incognito.
she wouldn't.
Hockey game.
I wouldn't have gotten to do this. So it's a privilege to me. So
And this is probably the first time that you've had a young girl in the house in a while too, isn't it?
I think Jeremy was asking that to you, Adrian.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. yeah, so Nate like goes back and forth, and he's a little older, so he's used to that. He's okay with it, and he knows the rules here. I'm telling you, this kid walked in the house and goes, "You changed my room around. I'm fixing it." Okay, but
since you moved it.
so but Abby, she's mama's girl. So that's mama's baby. So this will probably be the last time I ever get her by herself until she's probably 11.
So how long has she been there now?
She'll probably go.
She's only been here 3 days.
Oh,
We actually had the girls from Pueblo, our friends that took them for just a little bit. They went and got them for her. So they got to have an adventure there, and then they got to come here.
right?
Oh, Tom, I'm telling you, melatonin. I could give her a bottle, and that would not have worked. Yeah, this was pretty bad. But on top of, she was sick. I mean, her body was like attacking itself, and it got pretty bad. But now we're on the way to recovery, and then she can come down here. Up here.
Yeah, that's what she just said a second ago.
Just keep it in that direction too.
Yeah, hopefully.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
hoping.
So at least some bad stuff got fixed.
Certainly, and the fact that she's on the road to recovery, that's certainly a sign of improvement.
It is. Okay, guys, I'm going to be muted on and off because we actually have a phone call we have to be on. So, yes, we really have developed our own little family.
We have
network, and it's awesome. It really is. Not just in this network, but in this field.
Yeah. Well, and you see what I've done all the time. I've been glad enough to help bring everyone together on several occasions. So,
You got COVID?
yeah, I was going to say,
Scotty,
Scott.
yeah, I am so sorry. How bad is it?
Yeah, I was going to say, Scott, I just had COVID a few weeks ago, and it was definitely miserable. So I'm sorry that you're going through that right now.
Yep, Chris, you're part of this family, bub.
Yep.
Like it or not.
Yeah.
I think this is Scott's second time around.
Yeah, I didn't say what she actually had surgery for, but yeah.
And just like what Joe just said, first time I got to work with Joe and his crew for the first time ever. So now, I mean, obviously he's already part of it, but still, the fact that he worked with me at the most recent investigation, which I won't say where it was, but he and his crew are definitely now a part of our family. Definitely. Scott, aren't you supposed to go and catch that? It's like, oh, you weren't supposed to catch it. Isn't that like Pokemon? Jeez. Oh, it's his first time really having it. What he just said.
I hope it goes really smoothly. I mean, I know it sucks no matter how. It sucks. It sucks.
Oh, God. I mean, when I had it, it was miserable. I mean, it's like you're isolated, and for me, especially like when it was like at the start of the Christmas season, I had all these exciting plans. Everything was gone at that point. It's not pleasant. It's not pleasant at all.
Yeah.
And yes, Joe, we are supposed to go back there for a second investigation. I got to hit.
Speaking of which, I need the information for the case log too.
Yes. I'll send that to you. And like I said, I'm going to get a hold of Joe one of these days, and then we're going to try to determine when we're going to go back to that location. So it's it was quite a remarkable location to investigate, and they want us back.
Scott, I thought you had that one Christmas time when it first started. I thought you had that at Christmas time because I remember taking a big box of chocolates over to your house.
See, I can agree with Scott. When I had it too, I couldn't really taste very much. I mean,
I don't know how anybody could be able to handle that. I don't know how I'd be able to handle not being able to taste anything.
Well, it's like this because it's similar. It's like a common cold, basically. It's like, I mean, for me, it was a shorter shorter span of it. It's like I couldn't taste anything for like 2 days. But then afterwards, although I kind of received my taste buds back, if you will, for me, I still had that issue where you lose your appetite almost. Like I just didn't want to eat anything.
I was gonna say, if you can't taste anything, how is texture? Can you still is texture still there? Because the version I had, I didn't lose taste or smell, but is the texture and all still there?
You get the texture, but a lot of times you just cannot really taste too. Like unless it's like a really strong taste, you can't really get it. Like there was one thing that actually did help a lot, and I actually eat this a lot when I have a cold too. Is anything that has horseradish sauce, because it also burns a lot of the fluid in your nose and in your face, and especially when your face is all clogged up. Horseradish really does the trick, although it's only temporary, because even though you're able to burn a lot of it, there's still a lot of fluid in your face.
Does that mean that means that stuff that's healthy for you that you really don't like, though, then now would be a great time to eat healthier?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And I was willing to eat it on by any means necessary, because like the first day for me, I mean, I had all this fluid packed in my face, and it was extremely painful.
Okay, guys, I'm going to have to get off here real quick. We have an emergency situation, so I'm going to take care of this real quick.
All righty.
Okay.
Please tell Ed I really enjoyed talking to him. I'm going to get on his network as well. And I will talk to y'all soon.
All right.
All righty. Take care, Adrian.
It was okay.
Bye, guys.
Bye, sweetie.
Yes,
And
Scott.
I remember that now, Scott, that jogged up some memories. So April had COVID, and so Scott and the kids all had to quarantine in the house for 2 or 3 weeks. Scott never got it. And we kept asking each other, because I remember that group text with me, Scott, Tim, and Crystal. We kept wondering, how in the hell can you live in the same household, sleep in the same bed with somebody with it, and not get it?
Well, now did he not get it, or was he just not symptomatic? Was he asymptomatic?
She's had it 3 times, and he never got it.
Yeah, so that's.
I only got it once, but
everything was so fresh and so new that nobody, even at Christmas time, after 9 months, 10 months, still nobody really knew what the hell was going on.
Yep.
because see, the version I got was that weak version.
Yeah, mine was a lot worse. Like I said, the first day obviously was the worst because it was also the most painful. But once day 2 of COVID started, that pain finally let up, but I was still clogged up, and I was still just as miserable. It was just not a painful experience, but you know, I had to stay isolated, and I had to miss several days of work too. And some people would say, well, you had 2 weeks of vacation coming up. Consider this as an extension. That to me was no vacation when you can't do anything or see anyone.
Yeah, mine was more the version that the body aches, but I mean, it was a massive body aches now.
Yeah, everyone experiences it differently.
Yeah.
Well, we should really be careful with this because I don't want to get another ding on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
I am so pissed off at YouTube right now.
Yeah, really. All I'm just going to say basically is that it's not fun. It's not fun at all. And it really ruins your days, or if you have plans or anything. It's not fun. It's just not fun. And Instagram just gave that notification, Jeremy.
Yeah, the funny thing is I forgot to hit go live until 5 minutes ago. Instagram really needs to figure stuff out.
That's what it was like, Rich.
Yeah. So no, I really like what Ed is doing. He's taking his team and taking these ideals and expanded much in the same way that we have been doing. So I am really glad to see that he's doing the same thing, and there are other teams doing that as well. So I think that is a very good thing.
God, his in March, a month before turning 50, there was an injection for 50 plus that he heard about, but it was ineligible to get it because he was still 49.
Yeah, well, we cannot talk about that.
Yeah, unfortunately not. Because that too will.
That's what got us in trouble this last time when they were talking about the death penalty, and YouTube flagged us for medical misinformation, and they were talking about the death penalty.
Yeah.
YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube has been dinging a lot of that.
YouTube is a bitch.
You know what it is? It's really not YouTube. It's the people that are okay. I came in at a great time, didn't I? Allow me to speak again. It's the people on YouTube. It's the people flagging stuff for like 1 second, 2 second, or for a subject that they feel like hurts feelings.
The AI algorithms.
AI algorithms is another one. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing as Facebook. The algorithms, the name, the dropping, and the subject. And then there's people on YouTube, much like on Twitch, that can go in and they will dispute, and that's what gets your. It makes no sense. I don't understand why we're in a society of hurt people. If you were happy with self, there wouldn't be this problem.
On YouTube, to dispute something, I had always been given the option to type something out to say why I'm disputing.
Mm-hmm.
These last couple of times have not given me that. It just says dispute. Okay. Then 5 minutes later, we reviewed your dispute and see that you are still in the wrong. You did not have anybody actually go through this to see. Hey,
no, they're not.
Actually in the wrong.
Oh, see, that's the other thing. You got the fact people out there, the fact finders. You know, I'm sorry. Okay, let me speak on this for just a second. Why do we have so many people wanting to dispute thought and opinion? And why are they so intent on going, that is not true? Well, how do you know it's not true? Where's the opinion on fact? Maybe it's just my opinion. But boy, they will come back and nail you in a heartbeat because of your opinion.
Well, that's the same thing in the paranormal world when you post evidence.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my
God.
God.
You said you don't post yours. I don't post mine either because I just don't feel like the drama behind it.
Okay, have y'all seen that picture with Jack Sparrow running away from the natives?
Mm-hmm.
And it's talking about, oh, I said it wasn't an orb. Hi, that's me. Hi.
There was actually a funny story I could think of something like that too. There was an investigation I did several years ago, and there was, I'm not going to say who because I know he's been watching sometimes, but we were at this opera house, and somebody took a picture, and they come down, they're like, oh my God, you're not going to believe this. I got a shadow person standing there. There's like a shadow person like standing with, he's wearing a wide brim hat. He's holding the gun. Like, this is amazing. And I look at the picture and I'm like, dude, that's me. I was standing in a room where there was lights.
Yeah, something similar to that.
Yeah, I was standing in a room where there was light and my shadow was casting. I was like, you can't possibly expect me to believe this. That's clearly me standing there. And the figure that's holding the gun, that's me holding my phone.
I want to bring this up here real quick. What Chris is talking about. So the original theme that I had for Marks on Wrestling with me and Don, every single time we went live, this one channel, a soccer page, kept having our video blocked because they may own the copyrights to that song. And I kept disputing with Facebook and everything. And 1 week later, they would release their claim, but they did it every single time. And I got the music from a copyright-free, royalty-free page. So finally, I have had enough. I went and got a different set of music. And now, so far, we've done one show with it. Everything is fine.
Yeah.
Well, here's the problem sometimes with Facebook and YouTube is that they'll still sometimes take, like, say, a copyright issue, even if it's your own music. It's like they just come up with every
Yeah.
excuse possible.
Dude,
Exactly.
I was sitting there one day, and all of a sudden my Facebook was going crazy with copyright stuff left and right. I'm like, I haven't posted. It was videos from like 3 years ago at
Yes.
the
Yes.
They did that last
concert.
year.
Yep.
Last year. It's like the Facebook Nazis came out of everywhere and went back 10 years and went through your entire profile and went, oh, that's bad and that's in it. You're bad
It's
and
so
that's bad.
annoying.
Mine was like, just say, and it wasn't his concert, but just he's one of the people that was at Rock and the Res, but Walker Hayes.
Right.
I'm videoing him on stage singing his song. He knows we're videotaping. I post it and it gets flagged. Years later, I'm like,
Yep.
wait, I was there. I'm not saying it's me. It's him singing it.
Yep.
And he's allowing it basically. Like,
Right, because we're sitting. I mean, well, like I said, it wasn't his concert. It was one of the other people that was there that they flagged. But we're standing on the dance floor, literally in front of the stage. My company sponsors these events, so we get the freebies. But we're standing there, and I mean, he sees the phone out recording. You can see them looking at the phones that they're being recorded. But the copyright infringement.
that's crazy.
Now you can use that as an example in the paranormal world too. I hate to tell y'all, but that's true. There's people called fence people. All right. These are the
Fence
people that
people?
go, yeah, fence people. These are the people that go, oh, I like you, but I like you. Here, I've got a knife. I'll stab you in the back, but I'll stab him in the back and they will never know.
Yep.
They
Play both
swear.
sides.
Right. So what they do is they will go to different shows and different things and cause havoc, just like
I've
spammers.
seen it a million times.
Right.
Mhm.
Thank you. I'm like, there's so many wonderful podcasts and vidcasts out there. We've got enough for everybody to get along. Nobody needs to talk. I'm just going to say it. Click, click. Here it goes. There's no bullshit. We don't give a damn. This is our life. We're doing our thing. We don't care about your thing. If you don't want to support us, we don't have to support you. We're human. Not everybody gets along. That's fine. And if somebody gets into a relationship, Lord forbid, in the paranormal, everybody's got to get involved. That's why I say keep your mouth shut. Lesson learned. In the paranormal.
And don't let there be a breakup.
Exactly my point.
Something I want to add to that, Ed. There's
Go ahead,
something I
brother.
want to add to that. Somebody posted a few days ago about a prerequisite of being a guest speaker at Paracons, and one of the requirements is that you have cheated on your significant other.
Wait, repeat that?
Something happened at a Paracon. I guess everybody on this panel, in some way, they were all cheaters.
But here's the thing. Everyone in the paranormal world are still people.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I said, T. WTF and a major capital T. You know what? How many? Okay, I'm not going to call names. I don't want to go out there. Jeremy, I'm speechless at that. But it does show what some of the Paro events have turned into. Okay.
A lot of them had gotten bad. I remember something happened really bad at Scarefest, which is in Lexington, Kentucky, this past year, and somebody actually messaged me.
Spirit Mechanics were there.
I don't know who it was. Somebody had sent me a text about a week after the event was done. Say, hey, what do you think of this in Lexington? What's this all about? What are you talking about? You didn't hear about what happened at Scarefest? No. And one of the reasons being is because, one, I don't care. Two, Scarefest was happening the same time as the Para Unity convention that the committee that I'm a part of was throwing. So I can't pay
Okay.
attention to anything else that's going on. I got to
Right.
focus on this.
Yeah.
But she said that something happened really bad over there, and then it blew up all over Facebook. I never saw it, but she sent me a link where somebody was talking about it on a podcast, and I don't even remember who was
Okay.
involved in it.
Well, and here's the thing. I'm surprised I didn't hear about it myself because I do go to a lot of the Paracons.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Regardless what people do in their own private lives,
Mhm.
if it's on an investigation, totally different. But what does that have to do with anything?
Not a damn thing.
And if
You know-
it's not you, one way or the other, what does it matter in someone else's world? Get your own. No offense to anybody. Get your own
Paradrama.
life. Worry about yourself.
Paradrama. Paradrama, parasites.
And I'm the type, I look at both sides of the fence.
Mhm.
I sit and the way I was raised, I walk here. If Nick has one way of thinking, Jeremy has another, I sit on that fence and I try to see Nick's side and I try to see Jeremy's side because both of you think you're right. And both of you can be partially right and not fully right. But even
That
though
sounds
you're
like
right,
my staff.
Both of us can also be completely wrong too.
Yeah.
right, but
That's
I
what I
mean,
was saying earlier. I'll
you
admit
think
when I'm
you're
wrong.
right.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
nobody ever thinks that. Hey, I might be wrong. Nobody ever thinks that.
And no one's ever willing to learn either.
That's how we
Sure.
expand. Cool. Hey, thanks, T. I'll receive it in just a minute. If we would and that's that ego thing I was talking about earlier. If we would let it go, if we'd stop getting involved in other people's business and allow people to be, this would be much better. I don't go to Paracons anymore. I don't, our network will support an event or an expo if it has a good cause. But if it's just a Paracon, we probably won't show up under the Riff Nation. It's just because I don't want to put my network in jeopardy of any name or any issues or any drama that might be out there. I may go. If I go, I'm going underneath my own name. The hitman's in the house. Yeah, okay. Everybody is getting familiar with who I am. Woo, okay. Not like I care. It's not a popularity thing to me. It's just who I am. I have finally accepted who I am so I can walk in. A lot of people say, dude, you have a presence. Great. Not my bad. I'm not looking for a fight. I'm not starting shit. I'm coming in to be myself and enjoy myself. But there's people who want to trigger you. There's people who are manipulative to try to get that going to cause paradrama. We need to stop it. We just need to stop it. Move on. It was a year, 6 months, 10 years ago. Who cares? I have problems with people in the paranormal. Okay, fine, great. But that's my issue. I don't even bring it to my team. Any of my team right now will tell you Howie doesn't talk about it because it's not worth it. It is not worth bringing unnecessary crap into my family. And I don't want to take it to somebody else's family.
See, and the only time I've been involved in
Right
the
here. Comment of the night.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, Eileen Shelby's in the house.
I said, "Hey, Shelby, my cups in the kitchen cabinet."
Now, you know what? That's a good point. I don't mean to interrupt, but I have to say this. That's where it came from. That's where my nickname came from. Bret Hart spoke the truth in your face and told it as it is. Again, I said I built this on pro wrestling, right? The whole entertainment side.
Ed, I'm going
One
to
of
show
my
you something.
friends said, dude, you're just like Bret Hart. You're like the hitman. Bam. That's how it came about.
Look at that. Ed.
There it is.
Yeah.
See? There it
It's simple
is.
tattooed on my arm.
There's the man.
I was a few years back. I was involved in some major paradrama, and it's not like a lot of people don't even know about it. The only people who know about it was like, I think Jeremy knows about it because I was scared it would interact with this show when we started talking about the show. So I was like,
See?
okay, look, let me tell you what happened here. And because we were friends, but very few people know what happened because it's nobody's business, but who was all involved.
Oh my God. I feel you, girlfriend. Trust me, I feel you. when something happened a while back, man, it was like an army coming after me and my circle. And, it finally got to the point where eventually you're just going to leave me alone. I've got to think that. Just do your thing. Don't worry about me. We're adults, man. We're over 30 years old. For God's sakes, grow the fudge up. Oh, good
What are
caption,
you
by the
talking
way.
about? I'm 24 years old.
Yeah,
I
I was
don't know
gonna
what you're
say
talking about.
Eileen's 24.
I
Sorry,
actually
girlfriend.
I actually had somebody threatening me and saying that there was an army of people coming after me. Okay.
Dude, I've got a stalker. Me. I've got a freaking stalker from all this.
I'm your stalker. I'm sorry.
That's what a
Oh,
24-year-old
hey.
does.
But the thing is, this person said this because of something that I said that he did not like, and decided to message me. Dude, you got an army of people wanting to come after you and all of this. You need to go hide. I'm not hiding. I'm out here. And
I was
guess what?
just about to say that, Shelby.
Another person never said a damn thing to me.
I'm Eileen's stalker.
I was just about to say that, Shelby.
Illinois stalker.
So,
I'm
so
not
to
gonna-
me, that just goes to show when people go out there and threatening other people, more times
It's
than not,
jealousy.
it's all talk.
It's all talk. It's low
Yeah.
self-esteem. It's jealousy. It is a factor of low self-esteem. You know what? Love
Sorry.
yourself. Don't worry about me.
Chris, I used to be a stalker at Walmart.
Wally
too.
stalker.
That's quite a job for being a stalker.
At Kmart. So I
Sorry,
did.
my
think
cat
about
was
that.
attacking a shadow on my television.
Rocket. Think about this. The effort it takes to stalk. If they're putting that much effort, hey, think about what they really could do with their lives, right? The
Yeah.
same thing with starting shit. If you took that energy and put it into something positive, we wouldn't have to be worrying about any of this stupid drama stuff and conflicts and frustration and narcissism and egotistical straight attacks. You would be
Yep.
worried about yourself and we would all freaking grow, man. But it is what it is. That's why I've always said it. There will never be para-unity as a whole.
That's why I know these two love para-unity. I say para-family because you don't like every bit of your family and you just don't talk to those family members.
Soul family.
You're right on that one.
Yeah. We say the same thing over at the Rift. We're a family. And if somebody ever was to come at us, we would go at it together. We did this together. We'll go down together. And everybody knows in the network my issue with this stalker. And that's all I really can say because of legal allegations that I have placed forth. I can't say anything else, but I will say that. I informed everybody, even my girlfriend / fiance. She knows. And there's other people that just want to go out and start.
Well, like
What's that?
Shelby was joking because one of my best friends, she was talking about, oh, I follow you on here. Da, da, da. I've watched this show. I've watched that show. And I just met Shelby that night. And I was like, you haven't followed me on Facebook. You haven't watched the show. So she's like, I'll start stalking you. And I was like, okay, I'm good. My stalk is good.
And I gotta throw out to Chris when he said if I can be serious for a minute. That is totally Lance Storm right there. I have not heard that phrase in such a long time, so I'm glad he brought that one.
Sweet.
Ryan C.
That's
Jones.
what I'm talking about.
Oh,
What's up, Ryan C. Jones from the Cabin on 360?
Look at us,
Yep.
bestie stalkers.
Yeah. Ryan, we're talking about my favorite friend, by the way. Anyway.
Oh, he knows then.
So, you know what? Here, okay, there's a lot of negative. We've talked a lot of negative about the paranormal, but there's a lot of positive about the paranormal.
There is.
yes.
We've got to talk about that. I mean, there's groups out there, and I'm events that are doing great things for great people, like the Shriner Hospital, for Wounded Warrior program. There are a lot of great events, and hopefully they're putting the money in the right place. As we do this, we should really focus on those things. In the field, if you want to be positive, you want to be known, do it right. You know, I cuss a lot. Yeah, I admit it. I'll be the first one. I'm worse than a sailor. A Viking ain't got shit on me. But I'm just saying, but I am not going to change for anybody. I am who I am. I don't want to go back to the was, then, and now. But it is interesting. I have changed a lot. I've changed for the better. I've grown maturely, physically and mentally and spiritually. And now I just want to see other people. We do a lot. Yeah, Ryan, absolutely. I got to say that. Cabin 360 does a lot for cancer patients. They do a lot. They do the Christmas drive. I love working with the cabin when it comes to that. And that's one of the reasons why I do work with the cabin.
I'm a cyber stalker.
Well, one thing I say about paranormal, a lot of the younger generation. Sorry, Nick.
Hey, Kate.
By the way,
They don't care as much about history and preserving history. And one thing about the people in the paranormal, the more that you're at these locations and giving back to these historical locations, we're keeping our histories alive.
True.
Yeah.
Saving history through the paranormal. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm going to say that. I want to bring his name up because the way you make a legend is to make sure he's never forgotten. Bill Freeman and I became good friends. He was the curator and the vice president at Selma Mansion in Norristown, Pennsylvania. And he and I started, along with a handful of people, preserving history through the paranormal at Selma Mansion because of just that. It helped the mansion, but it educated people. And you're right. But I'm seeing more now that when they do get in the field, it's not that they don't have the interest, it's they don't know. They don't know the history. So I see a lot of the younger generations going, wow, I didn't know that. Or, this. For instance, where I live is a county, it's called Henrico County. Do y'all even know what Henrico is?
Wait, what is it? What is it called?
Henrico.
Henrico, okay.
It's named after Henricus. Do y'all know what Henricus is?
I've heard of the name before, but don't really know too much about it.
Well, here's the interesting part. Henricus was the second settlement of the United States, and nobody knows about it. Mm-mm. It was the second settlement. They came from Jamestown up the James River to Henricus, and they started this second settlement. That's also the same place where, if you've ever heard the story of Roanoke, and I'm not talking about down in North Carolina, there's two Roanoke stories. There was a group of colonists that went up the James River and got lost. They were never found.
So the Roanoke colony.
The Roanoke colony. And I actually remember that even the show American Horror Story did a season on Roanoke.
Wait, that's a different Roanoke. That's the tribe Roanoke down in North Carolina, South Carolina.
Oh, I thought it was in Virginia.
No, it wasn't. And that's where people get confused, because when I first heard about it, I didn't know about that. I knew about the lost colony of Roanoke in Virginia. And then I heard about Coatocan. And that's where that name come from. Oh, crap. There's two of them with similar stories. Interesting. Wow. But it came from Henricus.
Oh, here.
Which is new. Hey, C. What's up, man? Yeah. Yep.
Cade makes an interesting point. I think it's a matter of not being exposed to or given the opportunity to get involved with historical locations and exploring history. I think most people would love it if given the chance.
Yes. Now, my daughter will tell you in a heartbeat, one of the things that she loved is us going out. We explore. I took her out. Ryan C. Jones does it with his son, and he did it with his daughter. We take the kids out. We venture out, because the kids do not get that exposure unless you do that. It's the parents' responsibility, not the government's responsibility. And we get them out. We get them involved. Why would you want to go here? Oh, man, look at the great stuff that's here. I still do it. I went down to North Carolina a month ago and found a little town called Greenboro. It's not Greenboro, it's Greenboro. It's right outside of Greensboro, and it is the coolest little 30s town I've ever seen. It has a huge remote control train track in the middle of town, and it's HO scaled, and they have several trains. I was like, man, see, if we didn't go out and explore, I would have never seen this. I would have never known. So I totally agree, and that's what we need to do with the paranormal. I did it again. See how I weaved all that? That's what we need to do with the paranormal. We need to weave in our experiences to help each other, to communicate, to talk, to find, to explain.
Well, I'll tell you this. In terms of history, Nick does a good job at that on
Yes.
files.
Yeah, have you
Nick's
seen my
not
show?
normal. He's not normal, you know. So I say his story, you know, he's not normal.
get along.
He's very normal. But
Well, no, but you know what I mean, though. I mean, what Jeremy says. I do a really good job with Nick Files, and I remember you said something at one point when you were watching one of them. It was when I was presenting what was that location? It was up in Virginia, which was actually by request from Lauren, who also lives up in Northern Virginia too, and I could see the location. I just can't remember what it was.
Was it
But
St. Albans? Was it
No, it was
Stanton, Virginia, Harrisonburg?
No, this was in oh man, now it's nagging at me like crazy.
See? Now you know how I felt at the beginning of the show.
Are you thinking about that, Nick? Ed, what the town that you were talking about, Henricus?
Henricus.
Henricus.
Mhm.
Can I do one better than that one?
Yeah, bring it on.
I was actually just looking it up on Wikipedia about the list of North American settlements by year of foundation,
Mhm.
and the one that I found was actually in Illinois.
Oh, really?
Is
I don't even start, Jeremy.
in the year 650 in Illinois, Cahokia.
Cahokia.
Yeah.
Think that's how it's pronounced.
That's what it is. Yeah, Cahokia.
Cahokia
That's where my wife's from.
was the first settlement of any kind in North America in 650. Now, I have to say, I actually find that hard to believe because of the Indian settlements that they have had that have traveled, in the Southwest America down to Mexico and further on down. And that's been way back in the BC area.
But in that article, does it tell you or does it talk about the connection to Templar Knights?
It doesn't say anything. All it says is Cahokia, Illinois, United States, year 650. There is a section here for notes, but that one is empty. But before that, it does have a lot of the native settlements in Mexico, Guatemala, and a bunch of other places that I can't pronounce. But as far as the United States, it's in Illinois. But it has to be. There has to be a bunch of missing documents from that, because I cannot believe that Illinois, of all places in the United States, would have the first settlement.
Yeah, I would not. As obviously a resident of Illinois, I wouldn't. I find that awfully hard to believe that too, because
there's evidence of Vikings there. Yeah, how'd they get that far inland? But there's evidence of Vikings, and again, like I said, Templar Knights. Somehow, I had something to do with some of the Canadian channels. I don't know. I just know the history.
Well, the other thing too is if you look at it in a way, I mean, it is true. Like Southern Illinois actually has a much more older history than Northern Illinois, where I live in Chicago. Because for starters, Chicago wasn't founded until. What? Wait, what?
Always John.
I said no yawning.
Always John.
No, so I think it does have an older history too, because Chicago wasn't founded until 1837, and then the state of Illinois itself wasn't founded until, well, obviously before Chicago. Illinois became a state in 1818. So
Right.
its state history only goes back 200 years, but the southern part of the state goes back even further because there were a few towns that predated Chicago that do go back to the 1700s.
Yeah, it's the same thing with here in Virginia.
So
To
Ed,
late 1600s, we've got Germans, Irish, Scottish, and Swedes all
I
in
was
the
going to say, I think Virginia is the very first colony that formed, if I'm correct, right?
Williamsburg, Virginia.
Okay.
so how close are you to Delaware? I don't know. I mean, the most I've been is South Carolina, but how close are you to Delaware?
Delaware is, I do believe, 2.5 hours.
No.
The reason I'm asking is I want to get up to Newcastle, Delaware, because my great grandfather that brought us to the United States, actually is a founding father of Delaware, and Pennsylvania, because I guess it's Newcastle or something like that, right there on the border of the two or somewhere.
Yeah, I think so.
Because like he came over, he was a Quaker with William Penn. And that was always
Okay.
interesting. And there some of his Quaker houses. So if you ever get up there and you do, and I've heard one of his house that would have that hosted a lot of the Quaker meetings is haunted.
Hmm.
But they're part of the historical landmarks.
Okay.
So if you ever get up that way and find anything on Valentine Hollingsworth, hit me up.
I'll take a look at that.
And how I remember the name now. I just looked it up. It was when I did that presentation of the Peyton Randolph house. And yeah, that's what it was I was trying to think of. And I remember that you said something along the lines of how much you really appreciate that I was presenting locations such as Peyton Randolph from the state of Virginia. Kind of, I guess, probably in a way, I think you said something exposing the paranormal culture for Virginia.
Yeah. Yeah, because you hear about Virginia, you think history, but per capita, if you want to think about it and get deep in this, next to New York, Virginia is probably per capita the most haunted state in the United States.
I believe that too. Like I said,
Was
what's that?
I always thought Georgia was.
See now, okay, stop. You're about to go there. And you're about to go into my favorite place, and I know where you're getting ready to say, don't you dare use the S word. But, you know, if there was any place in the world I would want to move, it's there. I'm just saying my roots, my love is down there. So don't bring it up because I'll cry like a little kid.
So don't tell you that I was looking at trying to go there in the next couple of months.
We're going there this year too. We're making a para trip. There's a couple of groups.
So
I
we have
need to get down there myself.
talking about the S word.
I already know what the S word is. If that's a
As
town I'm
of
trying.
as of right now, Nick, all S words are forbidden.
Yeah. Damn it.
But that does not mean that S sounding letters are forbidden, like Illinois.
You mean like Illinois?
No, that's included. That is definitely 100% included.
No, seriously. He's right. You know, Jeremy, you're right. Savannah is probably a lot of people like to talk about New Orleans and all that. They have no idea the culture that Savannah has. And unless you spend, oh my God, it's in my blood. It is.
I've been trying to get down there for years.
When you're talking about an entire town in terms of hauntings, I think I have seen more documentaries on that city than any other city ever.
I think almost every paranormal show has covered Savannah, and
it has to.
The most recent one I saw, in fact, and this was actually one that freaked me the hell out, was it was from a number of years ago. It's still most recent one I saw was you guys remember that show Paranormal Witness?
Oh,
you guys ever remember? Okay. Do you remember that? Do you remember that one episode? Well, I was gonna say, do you remember that one episode? It was where those 3 college students moved in and they were haunted. And that's the thing too. It's not just like historic locations, because I looked up the location.
The land.
Yeah, well, it's not even just that. I mean, not just the land itself. There was only one. I did constant research on that boarding house that they were living in. I couldn't find anything except for one website, because there was one paranormal group that was contacted by those college students. They went to the house, and unlike many of the other haunted locations in Savannah, like I said, this was a recent building. The house was actually built back in 2002, so it's only a 20-year-old building, not even of historical significance.
That was SPS.
Oh, it was? Really?
Yeah, SPS, Savannah Paranormal Society.
Yeah, it was. So
that's Greg and Ginny and them. Yep.
Yeah, and then they said it was believed that there was some drug addict that lived there and died and was vicious even after death. That actually freaked me out.
Now, the ironic part to this is I'm going to link this again, like my webbings. Jeremy and I we were talking about, before you got on, Nick, we were talking about piracy here in Virginia. Oh, let's talk about Savannah and the piracies. You hear about the Shanghai tunnels in California and all that. You don't think about Shanghai tunnels here on the East Coast. Oh, go to Savannah. Go to Savannah. It's got Shanghai tunnels everywhere. From the pirate house, which I don't know, I wish I knew the real name of the pirate house, but they have a tunnel that's excavated, and you can see a Shanghai tunnel from that, which was a cantina then, to the river. So you had all of that. So you had not just revolution, not just civil war, you had piracy, you had colonialism, slavery, voodoo, yellow fever. Oh man, yellow fever was horrible down there at one point.
It was.
So, look at Tobby.
It has almost everything.
I'm going to say this, hands up in the air. And if you're from Tobby or near Tobby, I'm sorry, but this is how I feel. It's just my opinion. But Tobby Island is Vamp Central. No, thank you. I don't spend any time in Tobby. Nope. None. Nada. Nope. You ever see Lost Boys? That's damn Tobby.
Yeah.
I can tell you all a story about that sometime. But yeah, but I love that. I love Savannah. Just the history and the whole nine. That's a paranormal mecca. We took the time to actually do the proper research and document everything we should be doing. And we calculate and get all of our evidence from around the United States, around the world. If we can collaborate, can you imagine we could really turn this into a true science?
That's my favorite part is the research.
Thank you.
I mean, I love the investigation. Don't get me wrong. I think we all do. But the research and then tying that into the investigation, that is my favorite part of anything.
How, when, where, what degree, and to what extent?
I'll tell you what, Ed, if you really want to dig into deep research and experimentation, you and I research will be a great team to work with. I don't know if you've heard of them, but John Griffin II, he's the one who runs that group, does an excellent job when it comes to doing research and experiments and trying different things.
We got the same thing here in one of the first original paranormal research groups, CPRI, here in Virginia, does the exact same thing. They're all scientific, great people, very intelligent. They're very big on skeptics. They work at Beacon, majority of the time, Beacon Castle, which is over near Virginia Beach or Newport News. But yeah, we've got that crew too.
See, I'm that nerd that has newspapers.com. I'm paid for it just because I want it. And I'm the nerd that goes to archives and goes through the microfiche and all that because
I do that
I enjoy
too.
it.
We're learning history. We're understanding. We got to get back to I will say this too. We've got to get back to the basics. Everybody in the paranormal have to get back to the basics. Because like I said before, we don't know shit.
It's not about us. It's about what goes on after.
Yes.
Well, and here's something else that I wanted to bring up. It's what you were saying earlier, Howie, about like teaching the younger generation. And this is actually something I'm hoping to do real soon. But back when I was in high school, I actually started a paranormal club. And this was back in 2007 when I founded it. That club is still running today, over 15 years later. That's awesome. That I'm hoping, hopefully, sometime in the future, hopefully before the school year ends, I'm actually going to try to make a visit over there and talk with even though I should have done it many years before that. I don't know where these other generations have gone, but at the very least, I'm hoping to, talk to the kids of today and, kind of tell them how important and kind of really educate them on what it
but
is.
you can find out their point of view now too.
Yeah.
You know,
And it's actually amazing, like because every time when I've ran into kids that go to my former high school, and I got a feeling this is how it's probably going to be if I ever make my visit soon. But for example, like if I'm working with someone who's working at the store, at my grocery store, and they go to the same high school I went to, and when I hear that they go to my school, and I tell them, have you ever gone or heard of some club called Paranormal Club? And obviously they say yes, they do. And I said, well, I'm going to let you on a little secret here. And I tell them, I am the founder and the original president of Paranormal Club. And when I tell them that, the reactions I get, and I'm not even asking for it to begin with, they just absolutely go crazy. It's like, to them, they think they're working with a huge, apparently to them, I become basically a celebrity to these kids.
Well,
so,
we become idols. We become mentors, and that's the special spark. That's the magic we need to give so that it'll grow. That's my opinion. I mean, think about it. Back in the day, a paranormal club, that was like Dungeons and Dragons club. Shh, don't say you're a nerd.
That
That's
was
the way it was
RPG,
back in the day.
okay? It's RPG
Right?
now.
yeah, because like when I started back in 2007, at first a lot of people, both kids and teachers, didn't really take it seriously. But from what I've heard though, is that it's really been growing, and apparently also they've been keeping an eye on me too, because they wrote an article. They wrote an article about the club and mentioned me too. And they said I've gone on to become a huge paranormal investigator. So they've obviously been watching me this entire time. Who knows? They could be watching right now.
And that's one of those things that we are giving back. That's how we give back. I know Jeremy's looking at the monitor. He's checking everything out. I'm like, oh, how close are we, boss?
Actually, I'm actually just kind of looking at an article that has absolutely nothing to do with this, but it was something that was very eye-catching. I had to look at it.
Oh, we are so hurt, Jeremy.
But we are 8 minutes away from dead.
See, Robert just said it too. He's keeping an eye on the time. Well done, Robert.
Yeah. We are 8 minutes away, and our next show is for mystery. A paranormal game show.
Oh,
Kitty's back. You just saw.
Well,
and to go along with something you were talking about, Ed, about not putting your stuff out there, I actually gave them a piece of evidence, and they aired it last week. And I'm thinking, okay, I know that this one guy is just going to pick it apart and say, this is what it is, this is what it is. All three of them could not explain it.
Okay, here's the thing. That's awesome, by the way, Jeremy. That's what I'm talking about. Now, I'm going to give this to everybody that's watching, everybody that may be listening here or in the future. Ooh, look, science time with Howie. Here's the thing. You weren't there. How can you dispute something if you were not on site? This is the thing we have to learn. We have our opinions. We have our scientific thought. We have our insight. Yes. Can we prove it or help here's the other one. Can we help the investigator or the researcher gather if this is true or false? That's what we should be doing, not trying to tear each other apart. Because when you have somebody coming along trying to tear it apart, that means they have issues.
That's the thing. I wanted him to tear it apart because I had this piece of information, this piece of evidence for almost 8 years and still had not been able to come up with a reasonable explanation for it. I'm going to bring it up here, show you.
And I'm about to say, somebody can come up with, hey, could this have been going on because maybe you didn't think about that, but it doesn't mean it's actual.
Oh yeah, this video.
Oh yeah, I remember. I'll be right back, you guys. Look at this. Look at this. This is awesome.
I was gonna say I know this video all too well.
Yep, I was gonna say we've seen this one.
Yeah, this is the one that I just cannot explain. And Greg could not explain it. Mary M could not explain it. Ryan could not explain it.
We even put on here one time and no one could figure it out.
Yeah. Well, Ryan, he is an actual video specialist, and he has different programs where he can be able to, just dig into everything. And he could not explain that one. I think this is the first video that they have had since they've started the show that he could not pick apart.
That's what we all said. Ghost cat.
Ghost cat. I was gonna say, what happened to the kitty, by the way? I thought she was just sitting on you.
Yeah. I think she went to go fight with her brother and sister.
It is true. It is already in the future over there.
Last time to do that.
Huh?
Yeah,
I didn't hear what you said, Jeremy.
Now, you had to leave the show last time.
Oh yeah, they were fighting at my feet. That I don't take that well. You can go fight in the middle of the bedroom, but don't fight on my feet.
Oh yeah, see, don't worry, Robin. We're showing it again.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just look down there at the bottom of the guy's back in the chair.
You see that little black thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody has been able to explain it.
Here's the thing. I wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is the thing. I can sit there and I can look at that all day long, and I can see a cat, or I can see a little dog, or maybe a child. But I wasn't there.
That's the thing. If it was something natural, it would still show up as the grayish color as everything else does, not solid black.
Which is cold.
Even a solid black shirt does not come up as solid black.
Now I got the dog. Hold on.
No, solid black actually comes up as a see-through. Oops, I gave a secret out, but hey, sorry, don't show any man nipples. But I'm just saying. I'm going there. But
I wish Adrian was here to hear that.
I think I just gave a secret out. Women in IR, don't wear black shirts. If you do, please wear a bra. It'd be a smart thing. Just saying. I know all the guys are like, damn you, Howie.
You've heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. Great. Breaking pieces of information.
Truth.
Eileen, you should have been here for what he just said.
I'll leave
I
you
had a
with
dog trying to come through the door.
Okay, you may say it again.
Say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
Okay. When you're on an investigation, don't wear a black shirt because you'll feel it all over. Don't do it. Make sure to wear a bra. That's the truth. So many guys probably got really pissed off at me right now. Don't tell the truth. Like, dude, if you're out there looking for Ninny, you ain't doing what you're supposed to do anyway. So I'm just saying. It's true. Any dark or black colors in an IR, you can pretty much, it'll emphasize.
I wear a bra. Don't worry. I wear a bra.
There you go. Wear a black one. I'm saying. But, I mean, these are things that we don't think about. How about that one?
Well, I will tell
That's
you.
why the men in black don't show up at IR.
All my shirts, speaking of shirts, all my shirts are my, the back roads and the front and the back are glow in the dark. Because I was at OSPH and I was with Southern Paranormal, and I kept chasing like what I thought was a shadow at the end of the hallway. And every time I get close enough to see the shadow, it was gone. I'd see another end of the hallway. And I mean, it was going on for like 10, 15 minutes. It was Donald. another investigator I've been chasing. I said, that's it. He's on, I mean, he's Southern
I do
Paranormal.
like the idea of glow in the dark shirts, though.
But
So
that's
now
when
you
I
know
said
what-
we're going to do glow in the dark shirts so that
It takes
you
away.
can tell it's an investigator.
Well,
Well,
here's the
here's the thing.
question. Yeah, I gotta bring this up with what Jill said. But what if it's a black bra too, though?
Yeah.
I didn't know Jill was still with us.
I didn't even think so either.
I'm still here. But black bras you can't penetrate the black bra. It only penetrates cotton and loosely knitted clothing. Just put it out there so everybody knows. Black bras.
Even my cups are glow in the dark.
But they're
My
not black
hats are
cups,
glow in
though.
the dark. My book bag's got glow in the dark. Everything's got glow in the dark. So no matter what I move, you can see Backroads Paranormal.
Probably
The only
will, you have so much that, Eileen, you'll probably be glowing in the dark soon.
Well, I don't have it all at the same time.
Glow in the dark paint.
You beat me to it.
And maybe eventually your cat can glow in the dark too.
With that, folks, the next show is already on. So we need to get off of here so that we can give the other show their view. Ed, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you, Ed.
On here.
Yeah, I'll be happy to come back if y'all would like. I enjoyed it. Hopefully, y'all guys will come over to my show sometime.
Just tell us.
I just want to go. I'll go with you when you go to Delaware. You find that location for me in Delaware, and you tell me if it's haunted. I'll be up that way.
All right, I'll do what I can for you.
Just let us know when you got openings. I'm sure
Okay.
it'll come up.
All
We
right.
can all come on or one at a time, however you like to do it.
Oh no, we got 10 seats. I can bring you all on. I'm not worried about it. We're good. Restream shared our love. We went from 4 to 10 seats at the beginning of the year. It was really cool. Restream has been so amazing to us. Susan can tell you the same thing. They did it free of charge, so we can have 8 guests on at one time. So I haven't pushed the envelope, but yeah, we can. Can you imagine 8 people or 10 people on at one time? Jesus
There's
Christ!
a lot of talking, especially with this group.
We've had that.
Shut up.
before.
We've had that before.
Yeah, and I know exactly what you mean because I keep thinking to myself, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up.
Be quiet.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, guys, thank y'all so much for having me and wanting me on. If you want me to come back, I'll be more than happy to. I was serious about y'all come hang out with me and Rhonda one night. We would love it. I can't thank you enough. Again, if you're out there, you can reach out to me at Ed Odell. You can also reach at me at the Rift Nation. I'll be more than happy. Or you can go to Rift Nation Network at gmail.com and send us a hey, how you doing? I'm found there too. You can check out our page at ASPS or All Seeing Paranormal Society. We love to talk and we're here to help people. That's what it's about.
Yes, it is.
Awesome.
Awesome.
And we would definitely have you back and probably even get some of your people on as well.
Woo! You sure you want that?
We love.
It's
fun.
an insanely fan.
We could talk more about that new black shirt that you were talking about. Sounds like a next interesting episode.
That and some glow in the dark paint. I'm down.
And next week, we are going to have the Wicked Sisters back on the show. I will not be here next week. I'll be in the background, but I am not going to be in any condition to be on the show because I am having mouth surgery on next Thursday. Luckily, this is going to be very minor, but still, I'm not going to want to talk that night. So until next week, everybody, thank you so much for playing along and hoping you enjoy the next show that's on after us right now. Myth or Mystery. So good night, everybody.
Good night.
Richard, be yours.
Right.